Searching historical newspapers. Booth Library provides you with access to a variety of modern and historical newspapers. Newsprint represents one of the most valuable primary sources for historical research. Much like any other primary source, it is important to contextualize your results based on the source's quality, affiliations, coverages, and biases. Begin your search at the Booth Library homepage. You can log in remotely now using the link at the top left of the screen or wait until prompted later. In the main search box, click on the Articles tab. Below, in the search field, click on Newspapers. Here you will find a list of online newspapers available for your research. Note that some of the resources are marked as open access. This means that access is free and unrestricted to anyone. Others are subscription-based and require EIU authentication for access. It is also important to note that many newspapers have their own unique search interfaces. Let's have a look at AfricanAmerican Newspapers, the 19th century. AfricanAmerican Newspapers is a collection of titles compiled by Accessible Archives. You can search the titles collectively or individually by selecting the checkboxes by the items. Let's do a search across the entire collection. Let's assume our interest is refugee slaves during the American Civil War. I'll use quotation marks to do a phrase search of refugee slaves. The search returned 7 results. 5 of the 7 results were published before the war and are not directly relevant to our interests. Because of my limited results, I've decided to drop my quotation marks and perform a keyword search. I now have 193 items. This is because the search is scanning the entire article for the 2 terms, not their position relative to one another. This is still a substantial number of results to sort through, so I will further refine my search. On the left, we can limit our results based on the publication date. I'm going to select the 1860s. This has narrowed my results to 24. Scanning the results, I am reminded that the term contraband was coined during the war by General Butler in reference to refugee slaves. Running a new search with this contemporary term gives us 185 results from the 1860s. When reviewing articles, look for additional search terms that may be unique to the era you are searching. Other possible searches include fugitive slaves or runaway slaves. Selecting a result will provide you with the publication details as well as the text of the article. Unlike some other online newspapers, Accessible Archives provides only the text of the article, not a scan of the original publication. If the article is relevant, the toolbar below allows you to print or email the article. Booth Library has access to a number of other 18th and 19th century titles through the Accessible Archives collection. All of these titles use the same search interface as African-American newspapers. Our subscriptions to the Chicago Tribune and New York Times allow you access to both modern and historical articles. The same interface is used for the historical issues of both newspapers. Let's search the Chicago Tribune's historical articles. Searching refugee slaves returns 998 results. We can narrow our results by defining a date range on the left. Let's narrow our results to those published between 1860 and 1870. Our results are now 103. We could further refine our results by document type. Clicking opens a drop-down menu. You can also select More Options. This opens a pop-up box with all the document options available to you. Let's take a look at a result. Here you can read the article online, select viewing formats and bibliographic data. You can also print, or you can download the file. Now let's take a look at the Times of London. I'll start by entering a search and limiting by publication date. I've entered refugee slaves and chosen dates between 1860 and 1870. My search term has returned no results, so I'll have to rephrase. Runaway slaves searched within the same date range. returns 15 results. Let's take a look at one of these results. Once again, we are able to view the article online. We can also view the bibliographic data or print or download the article using the toolbar at the top. The print option opens a pop-up box with various options, as does the download option. These are just a few of the newspaper databases available at Booth Library. As you explore these and other databases, remember that the professional librarians here at the library are here to assist you. Contact us in person, by phone, email, or chat. We look forward to serving you.